What's going on, everybody? I'm Kevin from Cigar Prop, and it is another Tech Tip Sunday powered by Monster Energy Rehab. The one this week, remember last week we tried the new green tea. That was great. This is the new wild berry tea. I am really enjoying it. I have been drinking the lemonade tea for years now. Still going to be my go-to. That green tea is a close second. This wild berry tea, I'm absolutely loving. I like people ask, we've had people comment before, they don't like the carbonated. The rehabs are non-carbonated. I don't like carbonated energy drinks. Even the Monster, don't care for the carbonation. So find the teas. The teas are fantastic. We've talked before about like all-wheel drive vehicles and tires that really need to be the same height tire. So if you have an all-wheel drive vehicle, you're allowed, and we're not going to get an all-wheel, there's just a recap. If you have an all-wheel drive vehicle, for the most part across the brands, you're allowed 2 30-seconds difference between any of the tires before you can start causing some transfer case issues, transmission issues. Most tires will come with between 10 and 12 30-seconds worth of tread. Obviously, as you drive the tires and you're wearing the rubber off, the tire gets shorter. If you have one, we'll use these over 10 30 seconds. You get a nail in one that's non-repairable, or you blow out a sidewall, and it's got like 8 30 seconds. You can put on one tire and not have an issue at all. But you want to measure that new tire because, like I said, if the tires you have on there, say they're brand new, you just got them, and then, you blow out a tire, you go somewhere, they don't have the same tire. That tire may be taller or shorter than the original one, so you want to ask how many 30 seconds it has new on it, because you may actually be going to a tire that is taller. Because, if it's a Bridgestone, we give you more tread on your tires, more bang for your buck. But like I said, 2 30-seconds worth of tread before you start having any issues. There are some manufacturers that will allow you 3 to 4. Rule of thumb, stick with 2. So what sucks is if you say you're halfway through the tires and you're at 5 30 seconds and you blow one out, you're going to need 4 tires. There are people every day, all day, that put one on and say they'll never have an issue. That's fine. Our shop, we're not going to take the liability, because if something happens, you're going to come back and say, you guys are the professionals, you should have known. So that's why a lot of shops will not put on a tire. To get around that, if you want to do it yourself, take the tire and rim off at home, bring us the loose tire, and then we'll put on whatever you want, because we don't know what's going on, and you're the one doing it. But with that being said, also, you want to keep the same tire height on an axle. So more importantly, on a front-wheel drive vehicle. So if you have a rear-wheel drive vehicle, just rear-wheel drive, and you have one brand new tire and it's at 12 30 seconds worth of tread, and you have one that's at 5. It's more than halfway gone. You're not really going to have an issue. The differential, will take, that's what the differential's job is, to have different heights, or to take off, one wheel spins, one wheel does it. It takes all that into consideration. Same thing on a front wheel drive. It will do that as well, because it's got a front differential. But what happens is, you have one tire that's tall and one tire that's short. Now, when we're talking 30 seconds, say you have one at 10 30 seconds, one at 5 30 seconds. We're not talking like this much height difference. We're talking like this much height difference. It's almost imperceptible to the eye, but your car will feel it. So the lower tire, the one that's a little shorter, your car is going to tend to pull towards the short side, because technically your car is leaning. Like I said, almost imperceptible to the average person, but enough that your car, especially these newer cars, are going to feel it, and you'll have a little bit of pull. So you always kind of want to keep the same tread height on the front, So you're not getting a pull one way or the other. Also the same tread pattern. If you want to try and match up, everybody has trademarks on their tread patterns, but you can get tires that are really, really close. If you have like a high performance Michelin, if you've seen that, the one solid groove in the middle and then the fans coming out on one side, and then you have an all season, which are just square blocks all over the tires. That's going to do some funky things, causing your car to go down the road at different ways. People will come in, hey, I need to have an alignment. My car is pulling. We'll take it for a spin. We'll experience the pull, put it up on the alignment rack. We see the numbers. Some people will be like, yep, it was out a little bit. And then they align it, and then the customer comes back, it's still pulling. You guys didn't do the alignment right. When you get a really good tech, you'll tell the customer, hey, you've got two completely different tires on your car. The alignment is out. And there have been times I tell the customer, but I'm not seeing the alignment out enough to where it's causing that pull. I think you may have an issue with dissimilar tires. We can try the alignment, but if that doesn't work, we'll have to, you'll have to either rotate them or you'll have to get a matching tire for the front. Then there are times where if you've experienced this, and I've experienced this with shops that don't know what they're doing, customer will bring me the car. I had tires put on, I'm not even going to say, the big box retailer that does tires. If you're a cart guy one day, you can be mounting tires the next day if you want without having any idea what you're doing. They said that it was an alignment issue. I went somewhere else. They checked or they did the alignment. It's dead straight. It's still pulling. They said there's nothing they can do. They sent me back to the big box retailer. They checked the tires. They rebalanced them. They said the tires are fine. I don't know what to do. So take it for a spin. I'm like, let's just cross rotate them side to side. A lot of times you'll get what's called a radial pull. Something inside that tire is causing the vehicle to pull. So if it's pulling to the right, I would say 90% of the time, just by swapping the tires side to side, gets rid of the radial pull 100%. Sometimes it starts pulling to the other side. Then you got truly a bad tire that needs to be replaced. Now you can put it on the rear and drive it for a while. Sometimes it works itself out. You burn off some of that tread. You get the weight on it or something happens inside the tire. Next time you rotate it to the front, you don't get that radial pull. But yeah, cross rotate the tires side to side. If you're going through this issue and nobody can figure it out, rotate. But if they are directional tires, you can't just rotate them side to side. You'll have to break down the tires, flip them on the rim, and then rotate them side to side. So you can try that. But yeah, there's a lot of things you can do to help alleviate these tire issues. But yeah, keeping the same size tire on the front always, making sure the tires are the same tread pattern that are on there will keep you going straight down the road. If you're doing all this and you're still having issues with the tires, you may just want to press the shop. Can you please put on another set of tires? And then there are times that we can't figure it out, and it's like, man, nothing is working. And we've told the customer when there are tires, we're going to put on another set of tires. Everything is going good because we road force balance, see if there's any internal issues with the tires, and we just still can't figure out. We're going to put on another set of tires. Solves the problem. We discard those tires, send them back to the factory to have them looked at. So, yeah, a lot with tires. Cross rotate, flip them, do this, road force. This was, God, we're out of time already. What have I been talking about for 10 minutes? Hopefully you got something out of this because I don't even know what we talked about. We'll see you next week.